a lot of people doubt. They say, well, you can't be addicted to pornography. But all I knew is I couldn't stop. I wanted to, but I couldn't. And I was like, what is going on with me? But people were still like, Terry, you're great. You're fine. And I'd watch my wife, roll her eyes like, oh, I know a whole different dude. And that was the thing that hit me, man. I was like, wow, man, there's a level of success that is really internal. You know what I'm saying? Where it's really like when I can look and be proud of who I am. But this was the thing. I wasn't. It was an image. It was something that I had built up where it was this image of Terry Crews that was so beautiful and so wonderful. But deep down, I knew that I was a jerk. I knew that I wasn't doing the right things,
Tough realization to come to, I would imagine. It's
hard. Oh, no. It's the hardest. But it's necessary, and I rebuilt my whole life, man, from the ground up. It had to all get raised, and we built it together, me and my wife.
Do you feel like that porn addiction affected your job as an actor? Because if your job, when you're acting, is to portray humanity in general, and you're stripping that away, you strip that away from people you watch in porn, obviously, right? I mean, that's almost the point, I would imagine.
Right.
It seems like it might affect your ability to do that successfully on screen yourself. Or am I just reading it?
No. I mean, there were a lot of things. I mean, when it's wild because, when you see people as objects, this is what happens even in the industry. When I looked at, comedy, even in the 90s, there weren't really people weren't represented. They were like objects, you know what I mean? You would have Asians or blacks or Hispanics that were really just, stereotypes of themselves. And it was just, and everybody would laugh and it was like, ha, ha, ha. But you realize it's not a real person. You know what I mean? It does the same thing pornography does, where it was just, yep, just body parts. But, I don't really care about how you feel about any of this. And I realized comedy was doing that in a lot of ways. Like, it didn't really care. In fact, it was all about hurting feelings. That's where the funny part was. But right now, I think that there's been a realization that people can say, oh man. And one of my things that I knew that I needed to do was that when I was going to do something funny, I was going to be the joke. And that came out of a lot of my therapy. I realized if the joke is on me, then it can be then you have to see me as a person. It's funny because you had to see me as a whole person. This is the thing I like to say sometimes. It might be a little confusing, but I'd rather be whole than good. I'd rather be happy than right. Meaning whole is that you see me good and you see the good and bad. You know what I mean? Whereas before I was only obsessed with people just seeing me as a good guy and seeing me this and this and it. But, I can honestly say if I'm having a bad day right now to anyone, and if I can honestly say my feelings. Whereas before it was like, I'm good. No, I'm fine. Everything's great. And it wasn't great, and I would push past all those feelings, push past everything. Like if someone insulted me, I'm like, no, you can't touch me. I'm good, but I'm not good. If I was insulted by someone now, I can say, hey man, that's not cool. I can literally look at him. That's a whole person as opposed to just being, I'm good. Oh man, he doesn't bother anybody. You know what I mean? I would just, this is the thing about the internet that I think is refreshing is that, for every great comment, you get 10 bad ones. You know what I mean? It keeps everything in perspective.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I can't say everybody loves me. I can't say that because I promise you, I'll just go down you could scroll down and you could find some people who hate my guts.
Oh, in the comments. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. But it's almost like good, because that means I'm human. Now I'm a human being. If everybody liked me, I'm a picture. I'm an image. You know what I mean? But humanity, there's going to be people who like you. There's going to be people who just don't care. And there's going to be people who hate your guts. That's whole. And that's okay.
But the tip here is what? Read the YouTube comments? I don't know if I like that.
No, I would not advise it. I would definitely, you got to go to therapy for a long time before you hit the comments on YouTube.
Man, you got to meditate for a few years.
Oh, no. Listen, I don't even read them anymore. But I'm just trying to say that it's perspective. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
Ready to conquer NoFap? Grab our digital NoFap guide now. End your porn addiction. Skyrocket your self-esteem and achieve your goals. Packed with proven techniques, expert advice, and relapse prevention tricks. Click the link below and break free today.